Like the plastic film came completely detached from what I was trying to do. Okay.
How to spot a foreigner.
Okay. Oh my God.
It's
It
so
smells.
bad. It's so...
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In case you're new here, I'm Elytra Beck.
And I'm Jordan Beck.
And this is Around the World and Beck. We post new videos every week. Sometimes it's amazing travel vlogs, and sometimes it is us eating sandwiches.
This is a very well-known item here, and something that a lot of foreigners even talk about. The Tesco Meal Deal. Mm-hmm. We've been putting this off for a while, and with recent controversy hitting the news, we felt it was time to sit down and review them before the dreaded price increase happens.
Mm-hmm. So watching this, this will have happened this past Monday, but for us, it is Sunday. So we decided to snag these today before prices go up tomorrow.
We'll explain a little bit more as we go along, trying each of these. So we'll start off with the first one, which is going to be...
let's do this one. We're gonna go smoked ham and cheddar. Starting with our first one here. So, a Tesco meal deal, for those of you that might be foreign or might not have spent time in the UK at all, is same thing as meal deals that you'll find at other types of stores. And basically what you get is you get a main, which is typically like a sandwich. You get a snack, which is typically like crisps. And then you get a drink of some kind, which I know that with the new policy that they are changing things, that it is now going to be included in cost to hot beverages, which I think is very interesting because sometimes like in the winter, I don't necessarily want like a Lucasade. Like I would much rather have a coffee. So I think that part could be good, but I know people are quite upset with the policy change.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, yeah, it's basically just a typical ham and cheese sandwich. I do like the smokiness of the ham. I feel like that's always a nice touch. This would be one that I think I would typically get.
Mm-hmm. This one's really good. Mm-hmm. Unoffensive, plain, simple. Bread's good, cheddar's good, ham's good, solid.
Yeah, it's just a solid, simple sandwich. This is definitely one I've gotten before. It is not my favorite, but they did not have my favorite today. I had a list of Tesco like best sandwiches, and despite the fact that I went to the store 30 minutes after it opened this morning, it was mostly picked over.
Yeah, I guess very popular. These meal deals.
Maybe everybody else had the same idea that they were gonna try and stack up for the week as much as they could before prices jump tomorrow.
That could be, yeah. I think overall, this is a pretty good winner. I would put it probably at an 8, maybe a 9.
Out of 10, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I would probably also give it like a 9. It is just like classic goodness. Like you can't really go wrong with like a ham and cheese.
Yeah, and as an added bonus, I like the packaging. It kind of stands up on its own. You can put stuff in it, fold it away. It's fully recyclable. Awesome.
Done.
Next we have eggs and cress. Not super excited for this one, but we're gonna try them all.
Yeah.
And or which ones were available. A lot of people are upset about the recent price increase. So for those of you that don't know, normally these meal deals, which include the sandwich, the drinks, and the crisps, for about £3 if you're a club card member. It's now going from £3 to £3.40. And if you are not a club card member, it's going from $3.50 to $3.90. Basically the club card is just a loyalty card system at other supermarkets, and you basically scan it and you get points and so on. So it's free to join, but there's quite the uproar about it.
Yeah, people are not happy. Which, I mean, it's I don't know if you said this, sorry, I was trying to find out what a Cress is. It's the first price increase that they've had in more than a decade.
Yes, that's a
people,
pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But here we go. I think diving in the sandwich number 2.
I don't love eggs.
It's a Cress.
Okay, so not a big egg salad fan myself, so I knew that this wasn't gonna be the one for me. However, Cress, in case you didn't know, is just like a salad. So it's basically just got lettuce on it. It's also got mayo, which I know Jordan's not particularly the biggest fan of, which is a very common ingredient in Tesco Meal Deal sandwiches. So, Jay, what's hitting at you? What's your number right now?
This particular one, sorry, I'm still struggling to like finish.
You took a huge bite.
I did, yes. I'm honestly gonna say like a 2. It was not good. I think the texture is a bigger thing here. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, I'm also gonna give it a 2. Like, it's got lots of filling in it. So if like egg salad is your thing, like it definitely, they're not skipping on it at all. It's not like a thin coating. But if you don't like egg salad, then lots of egg salad is not necessarily what I'd call a benefit.
This one is healthier than the other one though. At the top, each of them have their own little nutritional information.
Well, I'm still not gonna buy it.
We've had these meal deals a couple of times, and I think we gravitate towards one particular thing. I myself like the wraps, the little tiny ones.
Oh yeah, like the chicken Caesar.
And then you mentioned...
I like the turkey and bacon, or the chicken and bacon. I can't remember which it was, but that one slaps.
So kind of the purpose of this video is to try them all the different options, and otherwise there's no way we would have picked tuna and sweet corn, which is our next sandwich.
Oh my gosh, I am struggling right now. I swear I know how to open these. Like the plastic film came completely detached from what I was trying to do. Okay.
Yeah, how to spot a foreigner.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it
so
smells.
Bad. It's so...
So neither of us are a big fan of tuna. Like, I'll eat fresh tuna on sushi, but tuna salad is equal to chicken salad and egg salad. Like, if there's mayo in it, you shouldn't be able to call it a salad. I'm not a fan. So I'm not looking forward to this one.
I'm going with tiny bites this time.
I'm hoping that the sweet corn saves. I think we gotta bite straight in the middle because we're getting mostly crust. So I think we gotta go in it.
Okay, whatever you say.
No. Nope, 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 nope.
All right, not to gross you out, but a little visualization here for you. It's like biting into tuna, but then you have these little pockets of corn. It just, the texture is wild, like just little popcorn. Like,
you mean like corn does? On the bright side, Hallows likes it. She's trying to get some over here.
just because it's smelly.
Oh, I would give this one like a -6, but because we can't do that, I'm just gonna go straight up 0.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like, I don't even want to be around it. Like, I'm sure that this is for, my mom and my sister love tuna salad, but no, this one is, yeah.
Big old 0.
No. Headed into sandwich number 4, we're gonna give ourselves a bit of a break. So this one is chicken tikka and mango chutney on mayo. So even though mayo's not necessarily Jordan's thing, he will definitely eat it if the occasion calls. So I think that this one could be really good because we typically love tikka masala. We love, like, yeah, I think that this one's gonna be really good for us.
We're also not gonna be trying the crisp or even the drinks, just because we've kind of tried a combination of UK drinks and crisp, which you can watch above.
Which have both been really fun in the past, but it just didn't make sense to
redo it.
Yeah, because we've already done it before. So I'm looking forward to this one right now.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it does. Straight down the middle. I would say mango chutney gives it like a whole vibe.
Sorry, I'm trying to like process. I think it's better than the wraps that I normally get in this deal.
Ooh.
This could be my new favorite. I'm gonna go with like a 9.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna go really high. I might not quite give it a 9. I'm thinking I'm gonna do 8, but like, just something about this one. I like the fact that it's not just like the simple sandwich that you get. Like there's definitely layers to it and to...
It's very flavorful.
This one was also like slightly larger package-wise than some of the other ones. Like if you just hold this one up side by side compared to some of the other ones, it's this one and the club sandwich are like just slightly wider.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't paying particular attention to the prices, so I don't know if this one's just slightly more. It would be worth slightly more because it is definitely better.
And the fact that it's also going to be healthier than the first one we had. So if you take that into consideration.
What are you going by healthy? Are you going by calorie count or are you going by like
across the board?
Fat gram?
Across the board.
All of those stats are better?
Yes.
All right.
Sandwich number 5 is gonna be cheese and onion. Seems like a pretty classic flavor or taste here.
Yeah, lots of crisps, that flavor.
Yes. One thing we do want to ask our audience is what they're going to prefer when they go for these meal deals. We read that some people go for the best deal, so that may not necessarily be what they like, but one of the examples was like coconut water is expensive outside of this deal, but if you get it within the deal, obviously it's just a better value. And sometimes people go for option 2, which is going to be whatever they prefer. So let us know down in the comments what you go for, as well as what your favorite combo is. Some people are like, this is the best no matter what, the triple, the biggest bag of crisps, and the biggest, most expensive energy drink you can buy with the combo at the time. So
I would always go for one that I fancy over one that was like a better deal, because like, even if like the tuna salad, for example, was like the best deal, which it's not, but if it was, like, I'm not gonna eat it. So like, it doesn't do me any good. I'm like, haha, put one over on Tesco. Okay.
Here we go.
Simple.
Honestly,
onion's a little strong for me.
I think it's really good. It kind of reminds me of like, obviously, like Greg's cheese and onion that they have.
I honestly think it would be better if it was heated like that though.
Yeah, I can see that. This is really good though. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Oh, see, like the onion just came across a little strong. I think that it has potential, but I think if you just heated it, like maybe if you did like a grilled cheese kind of thing and you just like heated the outside so the inside got melty, I think it could be an 8. But right now, at its current state, I'm gonna go 5.
Wow. All right. That's pretty good.
Sandwich number 6, moving into the back half here. This one's gonna be all J. If you've been watching the channel a little bit, you may know that I don't eat anything beef related. However, this was the only like beef option that they had there, and I figured it was definitely worth grabbing. So this one's all you.
Oh boy.
While you chew, I'm gonna, one thing I thought was really...
It's a little strong smelling, but...
That was such a visceral reaction.
Yeah.
It's just like barbecue.
Well, that's what I thought
beef,
it was
right?
gonna be, but I think I'd have you smell it. But you really don't like
I could
beef.
smell it, but I'm not gonna eat it.
Yeah, like there's something else there. I don't.
Maybe that's like the UK take on barbecue. That's
Could be.
But one thing I thought was interesting while we were reading up for this is that 1/3 of people that live in Britain buy a Tesco meal deal at least once a week, which seems crazy. So I can see why the controversy of the price going up, like while some people may be like, oh, it's only 40 pence, like get over it. Like it affects a huge portion of the population. And I would say most likely the people that are relying on Tesco meal deals are the same people that like they want the price to stay low because like that may be like a solid source for like them to be able to eat lunch instead of eating out all the time. Because it's so easy. You just go in, you grab your stuff, you're out the door, and there's so many combinations that you can make.
I think, especially like, we've done it where we're gonna hurry ahead to the train station, going through the airport, whatever. We run into the store, quick, a couple things, throw it in our bag. It's cheap. You know, you have an healthy option if you want it. You can get water, soda, energy drink, whatever you need. Good wrap, good sandwich, and you're good. So having that option change for some people is gonna be rough.
Yeah. So thoughts. What are you thinking?
The smell is definitely misleading. The flavor is really good. It is.
Is it good?
It does taste like a pulled pork sort of thing, like a sandwich. My particular sandwich, they put a lot of meat up front.
Yeah, it's like straight in the middle.
Yeah, so it's all right there. So I try to bite around it, but otherwise really good. I'm gonna have to go with like a 7 on that one.
Then I will say my score will also just be matching yours, a solid 14 across the board.
There we go.
Number 7. This one I'm gonna refer to as the big boy because
Whoa, this guy is like the full package.
Yeah,
Definitely getting your value here.
is big. So it's just the chicken club, very simple. So it's just got some bacon, some mayo, the chicken. Ooh, it's got grill marks on it.
It's got little grill marks. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Fancy.
And
it's got
like
tomato. I don't like tomato.
I'm gonna go ahead and give that to you, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show the camera the little grill marks there.
It looks so nice. Oh, it's got a 3rd piece of bread in it.
Yeah, this is a really well done looking sandwich.
I
Like
can't-
you wouldn't think this is the price that it is, included with everything else.
Yeah, like if this was served to me at like a small deli or whatever, and I had like a little side salad with it, I don't think I would bat an eye. Like,
and it smells really good too.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so tomato's not my thing, but I think if you just peeled that off, this might be better than my regular sandwich. Like, this is really, really good.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't think that the grill marks necessarily add anything to it, except for making you feel like it's a little bit bougier than it is. But yeah, I don't know, wildly impressed. Oh, you went in for another bite.
Because I'm trying to debate, is it an 8 or a 9?
Oh, I'm gonna give this one a 10. So you go ahead and you do you.
I like the ones with a little bit more flavor. While this does have a lot of, I mean, sorry, not flavor. I mean like spice or.
Yeah, but
something.
Tesco Meal Deal isn't necessarily known for like having like a kickiness to it. Like it's just
But
the
like
same.
the chutney one was a little bit different. This is very like a staple, which is good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good default, I think. So I think even though this one has a lot more, it's stacked higher, got a little more to it, it's going 9. That's my
9.
final answer.
Locking it in.
Getting down to the last few here. This is going to be number 8. Also, probably not one I would pick right away.
No.
But it is the Prawn Mayonnaise malted bread sandwich. It's got a little tiny shrimp or prawn in there, and
Ooh, another strong smell coming out this box.
I was gonna say, I bet it has a strong smell.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. That was like a perfect open.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good job.
This is another one that's like heavy in the middle.
Yeah.
It is like actual prawn though. It's not like prawn paste or like.
It's not as strong.
It does have this one just
But
on
it
top
is there,
with, like
yeah.
tiny prawns.
So I think this is another one you're gonna have to bite right in the middle.
Because that's where all of it is.
Here we go. I think, nope. Not for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It almost has like another oniony smell to it, which maybe that's just my brain playing tricks on me, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the obsession with prawns is in this country. Like, they're good.
Yeah, I think with just putting them in mayonnaise and slapping them on bread.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, it just, meat plus mayonnaise does not equal sandwich for me. Like, there has to be another layer to it, and like, just the overloading of, I don't know. So, salad sandwiches, no matter what you call it, is not our cup of tea. It wasn't like the worst thing I've ever eaten. It wasn't as bad as the tuna. I think I'm gonna give it like a 2.
I would give it a 4, maybe. Yeah, let's go 4. Yeah.
It's not as bad as I thought it could be.
Yeah, it's not overpowering, but it's still too much.
It's still too much. Sandwich number 9. So we've only got this one and one more to go. This is smoked ham and mustard, which was in the top 3 of favorite sandwiches as per this very official BuzzFeed article that I found.
Very official.
Well, that was a good wow, you're so much better at this than me. I feel like you've had more sandwiches than
How many
I have.
Americans does it take to open a Tesco Meal Deal package?
All right, this one I feel like is going to be very good. So let's just dive in.
I like that smell.
Ready? That was pretty darn good. Jordan's not typically a fan of mustard, so I'm curious to see what you're thinking of it. But I like mustard, and I feel like that slapped. Like,
yeah, I think.
Really?
Like you're right. Like I'm usually not a big fan of mustard, and I think it depends on what you mix with it. The combination here is pretty good.
I think that there is enough ham layered into it that like the mustard is not overpowering by any means. That was a very decently made sandwich.
I would put it at a 6, maybe a 7. Let's go 7. Yep, 7.
All right, I think I'm gonna do an 8.
Wow.
Yeah, it was I like the simpler sandwiches, and I feel like this one was a very well made simple sandwich. Sandwich number 10, and this was the highest rated one I could find in Tesco today from what was rated on this very official BuzzFeed article. And it's just a classic BLT, which like, how can you go wrong with that? So I think we're gonna see how we enjoy it. I tried to steer clear as much as I could from bacon related sandwiches because Jordan might be like one of 6 people in the whole world that does not like bacon.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of hate for it over the years.
I feel like this is good. This is just thin little bacon. It's not like anything crazy. I think you can survive this one. But it does have tomatoes, which I don't like. So I think we're kind of setting ourselves up to be a mediocre experience. But
okay. You know, it's not bad. Honestly, my piece needs more bacon. My piece needs more bacon. Needs more bacon.
Really?
I didn't get that much bacon in my bite, and even looking at it, it seems to be tucked away.
Here, you want some extra bacon?
No, I'm good.
Here, I got like...
No, I'm good. So I think you get more tomato, more of this lettuce, and like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not anything like screaming from the mountaintops about it. Like, it's fine. Typically when I've done BLTs growing up, we always toast the bread. So like having the cold, like almost like soggy bread that you get from just sandwiches sitting in refrigeration for a while, like that's not what I typically think of, but it's pleasant, it's fine.
I would rate it a 5.
Yeah, I'd probably also go like a 5, like pretty middle road. It was a good, but not anything to freak out about. All right, so that is 10 Tesco meal deal sandwiches ranked, and here's our listing as to what we thought was the best through the worst for the sandwiches that were available.
Overall, I kind of opened my eyes a little bit, and I think I'll be switching up what I get. We didn't review the wraps today, but I think you just have to do the classic sandwiches, and it works a lot better because I haven't tried any before. So
yeah,
well, that was something we were able to do, and let me tell you, they were delicious.
Yeah, I think you surprised me more than anything else. Like the things that you typically don't like mustard and bacon and things, like you were actually okay with when put into this format, which I think goes to show that like their ratio of ingredients is pretty spot on.
Yeah.
That even if you might not be the biggest fan of the name of the sandwich, they can still sell you on it.
And I think some of the sandwiches that were maybe a little less or maybe just kind of average that I mentioned before, you could add the crisps in the sandwich as a combo. And I'm curious to see if there are any combos out there where if somebody's like, oh, I like the chili crisps or the salt and vinegar crisps, and then adding it all together.
If it changes your experience. Yeah, for sure. So let us know down below what you guys go to for your Tesco meal deal picks, and if there's anything specific that we missed out on that we have to try. You know, if it's really good, if it gets a lot of votes, I would be willing to pay the extra 40 pence for it. But thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate all the love in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.